It's a weeknight, you're busy, you only got 30 minutes. I got the perfect dinner for you. Stick around and I'll show you how. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite Hawaiian and local recipes. Look, as a busy working mom, I get it. Trying to get dinner on the table quick and easy on a weekday, super troublesome. Deciding what to pick is hard, but second to that is actually making it. But today I got a quick and easy recipe, less than 30 minutes, and you've got dinner ready to go. Let's make some Japanese style hamburger curry. So first, we're gonna have a pot heated over medium-high heat. Heavy bottom pot. This pot is great if you like this kind of stuff. This is hex clad, check it out. It's a really, really good pot. Start with the onion. I like sweet Maui onions. You don't have those, you're missing out. No, just kidding, but you can get whatever you want. So this is a really big one. You don't need the whole thing. So we'll cut it in half. And then what I like to do, you gotta take off the outside. So take that, peel off the papery outside. 1 or 2 layers usually will suffice. I know I show this all the time, but if you're new here, I got a trick to dice up onions for you. So I'll show you that. So peel this off. So you're gonna keep the root intact as best you can. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your knife and you're gonna put your hand and you're gonna slice it this way. So you're gonna you can hold it. I like to hold it like this. Other trick, let me show you. You can put a wet napkin or like a towel underneath. This one doesn't have any rubber on it, so it slides. But if you put this, it won't slide. So safer, and you can. So horizontal cuts this way. And you're not gonna cut all the way through. Reason being is it's gonna fall apart, right? So layers like this, then you're gonna turn it and you're gonna go vertical layers like this. The closer together you make your cuts, the smaller the pieces of onion will be, right? Makes sense? Then you're gonna turn your onion back this way. What you're gonna do then is now you're gonna cut it this way. I kinda like to squeeze it together because it will fray a little. So if you hold it like that, just be careful of your fingers and you get nice diced onions like that. So we didn't even need that whole thing. That was a big onion. Heavy bottom pot, Dutch oven, whatever kind of pot you like. So oil, cooking oil of choice, totally up to you what kind you like. We're gonna go ahead and add the onions. Eyeball, you like a lot, you can put it all. If you like less, totally up to you. Wooden spoon, and we're just gonna cook this through until translucent. This is a hamburger curry, so I use ground beef, but I have pork tonkatsu curry that you can check out. I'll leave the link here or in the description box below. You can make chicken katsu curry. I'll get a video up on that soon. If you'd like, let me know. Or you can even do like stewed chunk meat for this one, for the beef curry. So once it starts to turn translucent like that, we're gonna go ahead and put the ground beef in. That almost flew off the side. That wouldn't have been so good, huh? And then a little bit of salt and pepper, and you're gonna cook that until it browns up. I start with less. You can always add more. My husband likes salty stuff, so he's always telling me, put a little more, put a little more. But I always say you can add more, it's hard to take it out. So I start with a little bit less. You're gonna brown this up. When it's done browning, we'll drain the oil. Be right back. All right, ground beef is browned and drained. So we'll put it back on the heat like this. And into it, we're gonna put some garlic. I love a good garlic press. I'll link the one in the description box below that I have. Literally, you put the garlic in and just push it through like this. Hi-ya! The big ones, I tell you, it takes some elbow grease. If they're smaller, you could fit 2. My kids always wanna do this part, but like, you gotta have, my husband's standing behind the camera laughing at me. I'm trying not to knock the pot over. Like if I wasn't on my tippy toes and squeezing it, I promise it's a lot easier. I'll put 1 and I'll show you what 1 was probably what you should do looks like, okay? So 1 and squeeze and it's a lot easier. See, ta-da. Husband in the back over there, stop laughing. The joys of marriage, right? Just kidding. Okay. I like to mix it in because garlic by itself can burn. Turn the heat down a little bit. Let that go a little bit more. Then we've got potatoes and carrots is how I like to do it. Some people do like frozen veggies like peas, carrots, corn, but I like this style. Totally up to you. You could do the frozen vegetables if you want. But this is how I like to do it. No right, no wrong here. Totally up to you. If you have veggies like that you need to use up in the fridge, even better, use those. So the trick too when you make stuff like this is you wanna cut these things so that they cook at about the same time, right? So carrots take longer than potatoes generally. Cut the carrots a little bit smaller than you would the potato. My husband's a big curry fan. This is one of his favorites too. I have a shrimp curry recipe if you want to check that one out. I'll link that in the card up here or in the description box below. I don't know. I'd say that's his favorite. Is that your favorite? That one? Shrimp curry is his favorite. Fine, we'll take second for this. Did you guys hear that? If not, it's fine. He said beer. I guess beer and curry, maybe. Okay, carrots in. You're gonna let that cook down a little bit. Then potato. I like to go half. Get stuck to the knife all the time. Half. And then depending how big your potato is, like force-ish, like this. Yeah. Put that in. One more. So again, half this way. I took the towel out from under the board, that's why it's moving. And then this one's a little bit bigger. This, not so great if you have this and this, because this one's gonna cook super fast. But you know what? We're just gonna throw it in. You wanna try and get same size pieces. And if you have an ugly piece like this, you can just cut it off. Into the pot. And you're just gonna stir that around and let it cook up a little bit. Once that's incorporated, you're gonna add some water. Now, the curry, and we'll get to that part, but the curry that I like to use is the Japanese style one. If you get a different one, make sure you read the box on how much water, because it might vary a little bit. And I like to use this one. We'll get back to that. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna add the water, and it should just cover everything. If it doesn't, you can move stuff around a little bit. And you're gonna bring that up to a boil, and you're just gonna cook that until almost the potatoes are fork tender. You'll go right before, because then we'll toss in the curry towards the end. So I'll be right back and I'll show you what to do next. Stick around. Okay, potatoes, carrots, almost softened. So we'll go ahead and put the curry. I like to break it. Normally I leave the top paper on so that when it breaks, it doesn't like fly all over, but yeah. So it looks like this. So all you're gonna do is, whoa, try not to splash all over. I just drop them in whole like this. And then you're just gonna, they dissolve really easily and it'll thicken and you'll start to smell that delicious curry. So good. I really wish they had smell-o-vision, like that would be game changing. Some of these recipes, oh my goodness. Like I said, I use the mild one. If you like more spice, you can get the medium or the hot. My kids are probably more tolerant to spice than I am. So although I say it's for them, it's probably more for me. So once it's all dissolved, so see how it's not super thick just quite yet, but you're gonna let this simmer a little bit longer. So maybe another 5, 10, depends on the veggies, but it'll thicken up. So hold on, we'll be right back. And once the veggies are done, it'll look like this. So nice and thick and perfect for quick, easy weeknight dinners. Serve it with a side of rice, because rice goes with everything, right? I don't know, I think so. And that's how you make a quick and easy dinner, Japanese style hamburger curry. If you like this recipe and you want to see more, check out this video here. And until next time, ahoy ho. It might be hot, hold on.
Thank you for watching my mom